which is the magic number, 145 in terms of leads, 184 leads, 145 with the NDA. That's the magic number. They've hit it among the leads and projections for the first time. 145, 144, halfway mark is 144, majority number is 145. The NDA is already there. Yes, Chetan, please complete. Sir.
Yeah, so, you know, there was a certain sense of betrayal that the party was snatched away from Uddhav, and I think in the Lok Sabha elections, there was some sympathy once. But sympathy is emotional and emotions are fleeting. They go away, and after that, if CM Shinde has proved himself, then he will get the vote.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal turnaround from 3 months ago, by the way.
The other thing is people love the slogan, people love the scheme. People love the Ek Hai Safe Hai, people love the Ladli Bahan Yojana. They just love it. I mean, if they do. And I think there was some anger in the Lok Sabha elections against the BJP, etc. It's been expressed now. It's like sometimes you have a fight at home, but people are still like, okay, but this is still our party. They are not doing everything right.
What's happening in the Swara Bhaskar, that particular seat where a husband is contesting? That's an interesting. I want to know. I want to see what
Anushakti Nagar is versus Sana Malik.
Yes.
So it is Nawab Malik's daughter, Sana Malik, against Fahad there, and there is going to be drama. Anushakti Nagar and Mankhurd both are not reporting at the moment. But even as the NDA gets to the halfway mark and beyond it in terms of leads, 147 already. It's beyond it, 147 out of 187. Let's go to the live result hub with an update on Jharkhand, where it's becoming neck and neck. 15-14 out of 32 leads. NDA and the INDA alliance, 16-14 now. Yes, Avantika.
It is so close, Anand, in Jharkhand. I mean, we're seeing the numbers coming in from Maharashtra, 147, Mahayuti really taking the lead there. But in Jharkhand, it's neck and neck. Bataiye, Nilesh, who all are leading, trailing?
जी अभी जो बहुत टफ फाइट है, 17 सीटों पे एनडीए आगे है, 15 सीटों पे इंडिया आगे है। झारखंड विधानसभा के जो अध्यक्ष हैं वो पीछे चल रहे हैं। नाला विधानसभा से वो चुनाव लड़े रविंद्रनाथ महतो, उनके मुकाबले जो बीजेपी के हैं वो आगे चल रहे हैं। जमशेदपुर ईस्ट से जो रघुवर दास है, उनकी जो बहू लड़ रही है पूर्णिमा साहू बीजेपी की, वो अभी आगे चल रही है, जो ओडिशा के राज्यपाल हैं। जामताड़ा से मंत्री इरफान अंसारी, वो कांग्रेस के, वो आगे हैं। रामगढ़ से सुनीता चौधरी आगे हैं। पांकी से देवेंद्र सिंह आगे हैं। चतरा से रश्मि प्रकाश आगे है, जो आरजेडी की एकमात्र सीट है। वो पिछली बार मंत्री सत्यानंद भोक्ता वहाँ से लड़े थे, इस बार उनकी बहू लड़ रही है, वो आगे चल रही है।
काफी क्लोज कॉन्टेस्ट है ब्रिजेश जी। 16-18 इन झारखंड, इट्स सो क्लोज। आई मीन एनडीए इज राइट नाउ लीडिंग जस्ट बाय 2, बट देन अगेन द नंबर्स आर चेंजिंग. व्हाई डू यू थिंक दिस इज हैपनिंग? एग्जिट पोल्स हैड प्रेडिक्टेड इट टू बी अ वेरी क्लोज कॉन्टेस्ट.
Yeah, it was expected too, because if you look at the caste and class combination of Jharkhand, JMM has a very strong base in the tribal areas, plus they have the minority voters. While the BJP tried this time to snatch as much tribal votes as possible, plus this whole polarization, if you remember the major coinage of the BJP in the Jharkhand Assembly elections, the question of Mati, Roti and Beti. So I think that is working at least in trends, because you know last time JMM was in a very good position. The BJP total tally was 25, but if you look at the current trends, out of 38, NDA is 18. You know, so it's a very interesting contest, and it is on the expected lines.
Yes, and now it's 18 all right now.
Yeah. 18 all, so neck and neck fight in Jharkhand. We'll come back to the live result hub in a bit. Quickly telling you this update: Uttar Pradesh by polls. 7-2 in favor of the BJP. It's a BJP versus SP fight directly. Will this also mean a shift in the narrative that was set post Lok Sabha, that Yogi's position is weaker and that there is a change in fortunes? And Akhilesh Yadav said Delhi deputy dono aapke khilaf hai. That's what he said in Hindi, where he said that Delhi and the deputy CM are working against Yogi Adityanath. His stock is coming crashing down. He was the one who first said batenge to katenge, ek hai to nek hai, and the PM then improved it to say ek hai to safe hai. Yogi is campaigned actively in Haryana, he campaigned actively in Maharashtra, campaigned actively in Jharkhand, and in his own bastion 9 seats. This could have shifted, changed the narrative. Rahul, with the panelists, what does this mean then for Yogi Adityanath, for UP narrative, etc.?
Very important. It's a very important comeback by Yogi Adityanath. A lot of people were asking from within the BJP questions of him. He's been given a free run in this particular election. He's also, of course, remember, the lead mascot for the BJP in other states. The BJP retaining some of its strengths in this key heartland state. Remember, Uttar Pradesh goes to polls in a year and a half. So this is not something that one should discount. And this is where the BJP, whoever gets Uttar Pradesh, in today's day and age wins, stays pretty much invincible, retains its core? I mean, I don't know. How do you look at it?
This bipole has a larger implication for within the BJP than for the government headed by Yogi Adityanath. That government is safe with or without these numbers, that wasn't going to go away. Many of these seats were held by the SP. They have now shifted to the BJP. If these trends hold, that would mean a bit of a reversal from the general elections of 2024. If you remember, there was a national executive meet held in Lucknow where very strong emotions were expressed. First by Yogi Adityanath saying that, this is a difficult situation and atyant self-confidence, आत्मविश्वास में कभी गलतियां हो जाती हैं. That was like kind of a pinprick to some colleagues within. And some of his colleagues then stepped up and said that it is the organization which is important for the government does not make the organization. So there was this kind of a push and pull happening. With these bipoles, there was a lot riding on Yogi Adityanath and his consolidation of his position after what we saw in the Lok Sabha elections.
Chetan Bhagat, quickly.
What Mr. Lai is saying is also that, it positions Mr. Yogi Adityanath once again as a contender, as a sort of, post Narendra Modi era, a kind of, prime ministerial aspirant, prime ministerial candidate. So this consolidates his position. Imagine third time if he wins, as Rahul was saying, in 2027, three-time Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister will always be a very powerful person for a prime ministerial post.
Chetan Bhagat, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think Yogi never really went away. I mean, there were some talks right after the Lok Sabha election results as people always try to play some power politics. But he's very much like the moment, like a few by-elections and people are like calling him PM candidate. I mean, that's his power, right? I mean, and it's just one MP seat equivalent. It's okay. It's not so relevant.
Let me tell you, if his star starts rising too quickly, too rapidly,
Yeah,
there
so
will be
it's
other
a-
people in the BJP that will be not very happy. So,
basically
what
these
Mr.
are
said, that it's
this
internal-
has implications for the party rather than
Yeah,
the government.
it's a
is what
double-edged
I would
sword.
say.
It's quite deja vu-ish because between the 2009 to 2014 timeline, it was a similar sentiment with PM Narendra Modi. With Narendra Modi, there were many within the BJP who didn't want his stock to go up because they were saying they'll be uncomfortable. And if 2027 success happens, three-time Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, obviously it was very important. So there are a lot of similarities in the way pulled out of nowhere, worked in the Sangathan, not core BJP, not core RSS. But I'm just saying there are people who will talk that. And there are others who say that he's the BJP star campaigner. He's the poster boy of Hindutva right now. As far as the
he has
BJP
had a
is,
bit of
and
a
he's
hit
very
and
hard
miss.
on his
Who
line.
will
He's
have
steadfast
problems?
on that line.
Anand, who will have problems?
He's steadfast on that line.
And the Batenge cutting
I
came
would
from
still
him
hold-
first.
Yeah.
Batenge cutting came
Anand,
from
who
him
will
first.
have
which
problems?
was-
बटेंगे तो कटेंगे and he said एक है तो नेक है. That's what his thing is. कि you saw what happened in the elections. This is what will happen if you allow your votes to splinter.
Record as a campaigner. I would still hold Prime Minister Modi as the only person in this country who has the power to shift more than 2% of the vote on the basis of his campaign.
But many would also argue.
I would still go with
difference
that.
with Yogi is, see, Narendra Modi has his brand Modi, right? Yogi is a more right-wing brand than Narendra Modi, right?
Correct.
Number one. Number two, while Narendra Modi still goes across the aisle and still gets voters across the aisle, Yogi is still more appeals more to the right wing. However, Yogi has the ability to galvanize the BJP cadre in a way that others can't, and that is his real utility.
And that's
so in Maharashtra, for
But Anand,
example,
why
he may
we
not have
are
an
at
impact
it-
on the ground,
So
but
Anand,
he
why-
galvanizes